So what happens next for Derek Brunson? He beats Edmen Shahbazyan. Predicted. Yes, got it right on the podcast. So he beats Edmen Shahbazyan, up and comer, 11-0, fantastic strike rate, knocking out everybody. I think out of the 11 victories, he has 9 by knockout or something, 1 by submission, something like that, something ridiculous. A lot of people wrote him off in this, saying he's a gatekeeper and what hell of a gatekeeper that would be. And then absolutely, the first round was competitive, but at towards the end of the first, you could see him getting into his rhythm a little bit. Second round, all Derek, absolutely brilliant. You could argue that he could have been stopped at the end of the second. I'm not unhappy with the stoppage of Herb, but I do think that the corner of Edmen should have seen what he was like. As you could see, he just kind of rolled over with his head back. It was a little unsettling to see, is he done? Is a little adversity now? He's lost that round quite heavily. He's got beaten up, and he's not given up. That sounds harsh. Giving up's the wrong word, but had enough in a sense. I'll come back stronger next time. It was a learning curve for him. Derek is absolutely brilliant. He is an outstanding gatekeeper, and all the people he's lost to are all the top guys. You think when Robert beat him and Darren's beat him, he should have beaten Anderson Silva. I think that was a poor judge decision. But even that, it's Izzy beat him, but Israel is something special. I think those people made him look quite inferior to them, whereas he is definitely a top 10 guy. So what's next for him? Do you think he could make another run at a title? He's 36 years old. This might be his last chance. I don't think maybe a title, as I think the people ahead of him are just too good. The people behind him are there for a reason. The people behind him are people like, Edmen, you've got Uriah Hall, you've got Brad Tavares, Ian Heinisch, Marvin Vettori. They're all behind him. And they're behind him for a reason. They're just not that good. So if they're not good enough for him, where does that leave him? It leaves him looking ahead. And ahead, he's decided to call out Jack Hermansson. Now, Jack Hermansson, after his latest heel hook victory over Kelvin, is ranked 4. So currently, Derek is 8. He held that spot by beating ranked 9 Edmen. No problem there. He's called out Jack. Great call out. Not quite the upper title-worthy people right now. If Jack wins another fight, he'll get a title shot. Most likely, he will. But above him, you've got Cannonier, who's going to be fighting Robert Whittaker now, which is a brilliant fight. I think everyone is so scared for Robert in this fight now. Jared is scary. And you've got, obviously, ranked number 2, Paulo Costa, fighting Izzy already. So that leaves Hermansson as the next in line, unless you're going to call out Yoel. Which Yoel's kind of been left adrift, cast adrift in this division. No one's talking about Yoel. I know Darren jokes around all the time saying he's really scary. I don't want to mess with Yoel, but... So, I think it's a great call out. Till also called Hermansson out on Instagram. And on Instagram, Jack has come back saying, I've got my eye on you too. So, is Jack Hermansson looking more towards Till or now Brunson? Because the only people ahead of Brunson are Gastelum, Till, Yoel, Jack, Jared. And I think that if Darren doesn't get Brunson here and Jack does, where does that leave Darren? That leaves him either fighting Yoel Romero, a rematch with Kelvin, or himself fighting off a loss. Him and Edmen maybe can fight. Darren's going to be out for a while with his knee surgery. So maybe Edmen and Darren? That could be a really good striking matchup. 2 young guns. Darren, I think, would have the advantage in that fight, but it's no... if he can easily dispatch of Edmen, I don't know whether the UFC want to throw Edmen to the Sharks like that or give him another fight in the top 15, give him Uriah Hall. It's an odd one. But what do you reckon about Derek making a run? And who do you think he does fight? Do you reckon he does fight Jack, or do you reckon he does fight someone like Yoel or Darren? They're all up for debate, and I'm looking forward to it. Bring back the old... Keep the blonde hair, Derek. It's working for you. Blonde hair Derek. Let's go. See ya.